Since he was a teenager, John's fought a daily battle with depression, and today he wants to talk on telly about it for the first time. And John, I think you're really brave, and I had no idea.
It feels so weird not being behind the kitchen, because that's like your safe zone, like my safe zone. And I just wanted to open up about it because it's an important topic, especially for a working class young lad from Wigan at the age of 27. You know, depression isn't in our vocabulary.
That's true. It's
and
like,
I think the more we can do to speak about it and make other young men, in my case, feel better about themselves, young mums, young ladies, whatever, I think to try and break the stigma away from depression, because there's this whole question about it of pull your socks up, you'll feel better soon. And I have people in my life, some close family members, who don't necessarily believe in depression. They don't think it's a real thing, and they'll say to me, oh, stop thinking about yourself. And that's a difficult thing to contend with, because you love those people, but you can't be around them because they bring you down. And I think there's enough love in the world to find people who will say to you, you know, it's OK, you'll be all right, and not bring you down.
So when did it start for you, John? When did you first really know that something wasn't quite right?
I've always been different. I mean, when I was a little boy, I used to say to my mum, oh, can you send my friends home now? I've had enough. Right. And that wasn't me just being a demanding diva. It was genuinely, I'd want to be on my own. I sort of feel, you know, distanced from them. And then only recently have I realised how strange I can act at home, because sometimes I can't even look my family in the eye. And I worry that that comes across arrogant and aloof, but actually it's just, I feel if I look at them, because eyes are windows to our soul, if I look at them in the eye, they'll be able to read me and understand that I'm going through some sort of down day. And it feels so strange not to be able to contact your family with this intimacy that we should have with our families. But that's just part of who I am. It's part of the demons, as they're often known.
So when did you, and how did you get help? What did you do?
During college I had a counsellor who sort of said, you know, I think you might be going through some depression. And then I went to the doctor and they diagnosed me, and I was put on antidepressants, citalopram. But then my dad in particular, who I never lived with, but he was always in the next village, I went to see him and he said, well, why don't you try other methods? I'll keep hold of the pills, and we'll see alternative routes to sort of try and fix it, not fix it, but try and remedy it and deal with it. And so he took the pills off me and said, if you need them, I have them. But try other methods. And so I took up, you know, drawing and guitar playing and all of this other kind of stuff. And he really helped, because I do think, you know, it's pragmatic. You've got to go to the doctor, and the doctor will decide with you what's the best course of action for you. But for me, I didn't want to take pills because I've heard from friends that they sort of take away the angels and the demons, and you become just sort of numb. I can understand that. For me, as many dark days as I have so many bright days where I can achieve so much, and it's worth going through the dark days where I can't even get out of bed, because I know that just around the corner there'll be a day where I can achieve everything, and I can get so much work done, I can learn something new. Every day is exciting because there's a chance that I can take hold of my situation, take control of it and use it to my advantage.
Well, the thing is, everybody's different, and everybody's mental health is different, and the way that people deal with it, of course, for some people pills are going to work, and for other people you tried other ways and it worked for you. But I just wondered, because sometimes when if you're coming in here, say it's one of your bad days, but you've got to come in here and be, you know, all and jolly as you are. How hard is that if it's one of your days when you're not feeling yourself? It's
awful, because I won't sleep. One of the things with me is that if I'm going through a period, I won't sleep, and I'll wake up at 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock and I can't get back to sleep, and I'm anxious and my shoulders are up here and I'm really tense. And I think being here now, because I've been here for 3 or 4 years, I feel like I feel at home here, and I can manage it, and I can put the front on, and if I have to, I have to do that. Sometimes you might notice if I'm speaking really quickly, or I'm feeling, you know, the viewers might notice very subtle things where I'm speaking quickly, or I look a bit sort of moody.
I've just thought sometimes you're a wee bit distracted. But I just thought that was because, you know, you get a massive workload, that, you know, you've been in the States working, the books are out, the other shows are out, and I just thought that, for me, I thought, well, he's got such a lot to deal with.
No, I
had no idea.
It's not, and one of the main things is the guilt, because I worry that people are going to think I'm being really rude or aloof or obnoxious, but it's not. It comes across as distraction, but it's actually inside. I just want to go in bed and cry, and I just want to, not even cry, I just want to get in bed and not speak. And
shut everything out?
Shut everything out.
Just everybody can go away? Because you just want to
be on my own.
Yeah, no, I understand.
And my partner, Paul, he's brilliant, because he knows when to push me. Because sometimes, with depression, one thing I will say is that it's about loving yourself. You have to love yourself. But with love comes responsibility and comes discipline. And if you wake up one morning and there's a 1% chance that you can take control of the situation, you have to at least try. And that's not saying pull your socks up, stop thinking about yourself. It's saying, if with any illness, you have to make an effort to get better, or at least to control your life. And for me, if I have a single glimmer of hope, Paul can see that, and he'll pull me out of bed and say, come on, get this done. Pick up a pad of paper and start drawing. Pick up your guitar and start playing. Do something. But then he'll know when enough is enough. He'll know if I have to be left alone.
Right, that's really good.
He doesn't have depression, and you know, it's not something he necessarily understood, but he has this instinctive ability to see when he knows me. He can read me like a book, and he knows me better than anyone else. And I'm so lucky to have Paul. And I think to be surrounded by somebody who can love you and you can love, it means that you have that two-way relationship, and you can control the situation.
No, very much so. I think it's brilliant that you're talking about this, and it's made me understand you a lot more.
I hope so. I just hope, you know, because when we have a laugh in the kitchen, I like to think that if we can make one person smile when we're giggling and being stupid, then it means that we've done something good for other people.
Yeah.
And I think being here today, if I can make anyone see themselves and think, actually, I'm not on my own with this, and it's not okay to feel like this. Well, it is okay to be that way, but it's not okay to be on your own.
No.
Then we can help them seek help, and that's the main thing.